Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another video, guys. In today's video, this is going to be a good old commentary. I have not done one of these types of videos in a fat minute, and that's just because they're not exactly the videos that I predominantly make anymore, due to the fact that there is certain videos that was requested of me, and also I just moved on to more things. However, though, I do like to sprinkle these in every now and again, and for what I want to do for this commentary is address something about Back 4 Blood, and that is the thing that Harlems of the Worm, or in this case, the map that you're seeing on screen, is completely broken. Turtlerock has recently changed some things around with their game where they've tried to decide, hey, we're going to fix some of the spawn logic so that way the game is a lot easier, because they are really good so far about addressing when their game has problems and being willing to fix said problems. However, though, despite the fact that they're willing to correct their mistakes, ideally, I would like them ideally fixed quicker, because at the given moment as it stands, the map is unplayable. And I don't mean unplayable as in, like, I can't beat the map, and nor do I not enjoy playing on it. I can enjoy playing on it, and I can also beat it. But however, though, the inconsistency is very prevalent within this map. If you don't mind just playing the game just because you sheerly love the game, such as myself, you won't find this to be an issue for you. You'll just enjoy playing the game, and if you get lucky, you get lucky. But if you're content driven, such as you either make content about the game and you want to try to like show how like the game functions and give tips and stuff like that, or if you want to grind the game just so that way you have the ability to be able to unlock all its cosmetics and you want to do it the most efficient way possible, which is in turn playing on the higher difficulties, you run into this problem where now you can't exactly progress throughout the game as it should. Because what happens is that when I play on this map with my friends, and I've said this before, that the game already needs to make it a little bit easier to be able to navigate through the higher difficulties. Recently, with the most set of spawn logic they have done, they've completely, like, just destroyed the function and the flow of the map. This map in particular was used for the farming strat of trying to get supply points, which I made in a prior video a couple weeks back. And basically all you did was just end up running the very first chapter of the map, and you just like looped it over and over and over again, and you would end up getting supply points, because all it was kill an ogre and then go to the safe room, it's complete, you back out, you run it back. And it was very, very easy. In turn, what happens is that Turtlerock decides to nerf this map by not making where the supply points end up, showing up less. They decide to nerf it by just making it tougher, which is not exactly a problem, but it's the way they did it. Because now what happens is that every single corruption card and their grandmother is spawned in all at once, and it ruins the flow of the progression of just the base story now. Because what happens is that when you're trying to end up playing the map to try to play the campaign normally, the corruption cards don't disappear. They're still stacked. So if hypothetically, you're not wanting to necessarily just play Harlems of the Worm Part 1, let's say that you want to beat the map and complete the second chapter in the progression of the story, you can't now. At least not without frustrating yourself to literally no end. Because what happens is that you get corruption card after corruption card after corruption card, and it is annoying and gritty and gruesome. And it's not even really fun at times, because it's not that it's just difficult. Because I mean, I've already mentioned that the game is difficult, and it's going to be difficult at least to a certain degree. I've made terms with that. I've already made my peace with that. I get it. But the problem is that it also stacks with glitches, which are sometimes really, really, really bad, such as the one that I'm going to show you on screen, where my breaker spawned out of the map and couldn't get back in, but because this isn't Left 4 Dead, it doesn't die if it can't get to me, it just literally stays stuck there, and based off the progression of this particular map, I have to kill it to be able to even move on throughout the map. So I am literally stuck shooting the breaker barely in his head with my unlimited ammo secondary, which is only even possible because I had a card that allowed me to do that. If that was not the case, I probably wouldn't even be able to progress throughout this campaign, therefore making it impossible. So my issue is three main things kind of all merged together, and because of their inconsistency, it makes it unbearable to play the map sometimes, which is number one, the glitches being in the game, making it where I can't progress sometimes. Secondly, the fact that the game is just extremely difficult as it is, but when you end up changing the meta because of one strategy, it makes it inconvenient to progress through just out the rest of the story in general. And also, lastly, as well, is that you absolutely need to have specific RNG loot that you are at the mercy of the gods of, the directors of the game. And you also have to make sure that the corruption cards are also in your favor. So you have RNG needing to be in your favor, you need the glitches to be in your favor, and you also need to have basically the best communication in the world. Because otherwise, if you don't have any of those things, you're not going to complete this map. It's just not possible. Yes, I understand. Some people might call me bad. Some people might think that, I'm being harsh to Turtlerock for no reason. But that's not the case. I've said this before, and I will say this again, is that I am going to be nothing but truthful to Turtlerock. If they're doing something good, I will give them praise for it. If they're doing something bad, I will give them constructive criticism and sometimes a little bit of crap for it. So Turtlerock, this is my saying, and this is my message to you, is I would definitely really appreciate it. Without compromising the game, please try to be more, speedy, more fast, more efficient with trying to make your game work. Because as it stands, I can't play your game the way it was intended. Because all these little things stack up after a while and make it basically impossible. So please, if you can end up having just basically a little bit more extra time to fix your game, that'd be good. I understand that in turn means that you have to delay some events. I understand that means that you may have to delay some other fun projects you may or may not have. But you need to also make sure that your game is playable. Because right now, as it stands, in terms of the base content, I only have a select handful of things left. Now the problem is that eventually I am going to complete everything in the game, and when I do complete everything on the game, even though I love the game and just enjoy playing it, I need a sense of grinding and a sense of progression. And I can't end up having that if, the game needs to be fixed. Because I will say this, is that the game definitely needs to be fixed before it gets content, but also if there's no content, then I still just don't want to play the game. Which in Turtlerock's mind means, hey, if there's not as much people in the game, maybe might not be worth fixing. Which is just this endless cycle of something bad for the community, where basically no one wants to be able to end up making the first move. So what I'm going to say is a suggestion is this. Turtlerock, if you could end up having a set group of people within your studio, your set team members, please end up having some just be for fixing glitches. Or nerfing the infected, or something that would basically make the game flow better. I don't know what you want to label it as. You can end up maybe labeling it basically as the community manager, such as like a David Vonderhaar or Jeff Kaplan figure of some kind. But yeah, that is basically going to be my final thoughts on this matter. I don't want to lay into Turtlerock. I don't like the idea of making anything remotely negative in terms of a video. You guys know me. That's not my particular style. And this isn't necessarily the types of videos I make anymore, but I thought that this was worth addressing because it's very important to me, because I want this game to do well, and one of the ways to do that is just to be completely honest. I don't believe in censorship where you end up making it where you dodge the truth and walk on eggshells, nor do I also believe in harsh, criticism. I believe in constructive criticism. So this is basically me trying to do my part for the community, and I can only hope that everything goes up from here. But anyways, guys, this is going to be it here for today's video. I do truly hope you guys ended up enjoying it. If you did, please consider dropping a like, comment, and subscribe to show your guys' support. I will end up putting the Twitter for Turtlerock and maybe Back 4 Blood's main account itself within the title. So if you guys like this and this is linked to your Twitter, you can end up sharing it and it will end up tweeting Turtlerock themselves. So that way they can end up seeing this video and hopefully they will get everything fixed accordingly. And yeah, that is basically something that I kind of want to do to try to get some traction going. As an additional side note, by the way, if you guys would like to financially support the channel, I would definitely appreciate if you guys could also go check out my Patreon. It is always linked down below in all my YouTube video descriptions. Or you guys could use supporter creator code BlackNinja797 in all caps in the Fortnite Epic Games item shops, because Epic is my very first sponsor and they are sponsoring today's video, so shout out to Epic Games. But yeah, guys, I hope you end up enjoying seeing another YouTube video from the most unique YouTuber you guys are ever going to see. Thank you for watching, guys, and peace out.
Hey meme lords, Jesus here, and you better have enjoyed that video there by the eternal god Daddy Ninja. You should probably subscribe too, or the mighty Moab will come for your balls. If you enjoyed the video, you might like it too, and Give me the memes. Flash, bang, boom!